Our Pakistan Bureau Chief Anas Malik is interviewing Victor Gao, Vice President at the Counter for China and Globalization, as he shares his views on the Indus Water Treaty issue on the sidelines of the seminar held in Islamabad. Let's listen to what he says.
It's an absolute honor for us. You're here in Pakistan. In conferences like these, we've seen that India has unilaterally been holding it in abeyance. I'll use a phrase from something that you use quite a lot, in your opinion, as an iron brother to Pakistan. What do you see is the way forward?
Well, first of all, when India started to threaten to stop the flow of water from the Indus River to Pakistan as early as April 2025, then in May, then in June, and followed with what Prime Minister Modi threatened, not to allow a single drop of water to flow from Indus River to Pakistan, I was interviewed by major Indian television, and I said this will be an act of war, and this will be a war crime actually, and this would also be a crime against humanity if you deny hundreds of millions of people in the lower reaches and the downstream of the Indus River from using water. This is very serious. And then I also said, as a matter of fact, while Pakistan is the real downstream country for the Indus River, India is actually not the real upstream country. China, the water actually originates from the Himalayas. So I think I need to tell India, as I did back in 2025, more than 1 year ago, don't do unto others what you do not want others do unto you. So it could mean don't do unto Pakistan what India does not want other country, the real upstream country, do unto India. So we want to work closely with Pakistan to make sure that India will not do the wrong thing to manhandle Pakistan. And if they want to do that, there will be consequences which may actually involve collective efforts, collectively by China and Pakistan, to deter and to preempt India from doing the wrong thing. For example, building up dams or canals, diverting water, and to refuse the flow of any single drop of water from the Indus River to Pakistan. Now, in addition to that, I do hope Pakistan, as one of the two bilateral member states of the IWT treaty, should exhaust everything you can to make sure that if India violates the principles and the rules of the treaty, there will be penalty, and there may be huge punitive damage levied against India. And a record, a precedent should be set, not allowing any midstream country to deny water to the hundreds of millions of people in the lower reaches of the river.
Dr. Gao, we've seen that China, as a superpower, it's been an ironclad brother to Pakistan. But at the same time, the collective response of the international community, it has been very encouraging. How does you, someone coming from Beijing, in your opinion, see this? And what measures both Pakistan and China do collectively to change this attitude of the international community when it comes to the matter of water?
Well, in the world of today, there are about 200 countries, big or small, strong or weak. Most of the countries care more just about what matters to them immediately. They don't care about affairs or matters far away from them. And for this IWT treaty issue, it's mostly bilateral between India and Pakistan. So for many countries, for example, in Europe, they pretend not to know. In America, they probably don't want to downplay that. And a few countries really want to get involved. However, I think this is the moment for Pakistan to raise the voice and to raise the ante, for example, so that more people will know that. And also, as I try to emphasize, China and Pakistan should think about working together to make sure that as far as the flow of the water from the Indus River, China, where the water really originates, should have a role to play. So while the focus right now is on the bilateral relations between India and Pakistan as far as the IWT treaty is concerned, I hope going forward, if the treaty will be amended in due course, it may be tri-party involving China, India and Pakistan rather than simply India and Pakistan, because if India wants to misuse the situation, claiming to be the real upstream country as far as the water originates, for example, they may want to manhandle and pressure Pakistan for illegitimate purposes. And that will put Pakistan in a very disadvantaged position. But that probably should be the next step. The focus is how to deal with the violation of the treaty right now, so that people, hundreds of millions of people in Pakistan will not suffer from the shortage or the denial of the access to the water in the Indus River.